Hey makers, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Little Doll Mom. In today's video, I'm going to be demonstrating how to crochet a beach blanket. Just because winter is over, the sun's coming out, does not mean you need to stop crocheting. This crochet blanket is beginner friendly. We will be using a combination of single and double crochet. Let's talk about size. Today's video is a demonstration for a kid-size blanket. If you want to change the width of your blanket, chain in multiples of 4 plus 1 until you have the desired width. If you want to change the height of your blanket, continue to crochet rows until you've reached the height that you desire. Let's talk about yarn. When choosing yarn for your beach blanket, stick with a cotton or a cotton blend. I went with a cotton blend by Big Twist Cotton, exclusive at Joann. It is 85% cotton and 15% polyester. For this blanket, you will need yarn in 4 different colors. For this tutorial, pastel blue will be our color A. Coral Splash will be our color B. Pewter will be our color C. Ocean Splash will be our color D. A little tip, when buying multiple skeins of yarn, make sure that you buy in the same dye lot. Stitch pattern for this blanket is done in repeat of row 1 through 3, worked bottom up. Color pattern runs vertical, which means color change A through D in each row. Crochet into the same color in previous row. Let's get started. Begin with color A. Get a slip knot on your hook. Chain to 80 with adding stitch markers in every 20th chain, not counting the last stitch. You will have a total of 3 stitch markers. The stitch markers will indicate where we're going to color change. Here's a tip. Make sure you have enough slack of yarn so that you have consistent tension when you're crocheting. Add 1 chain after chain 80. Single crochet into the second chain from your hook. Chain 1 does not count as a single crochet. Continue to single crochet to your first stitch marker. When crocheting in the chain with the stitch marker, pick up color B before pulling through the last 2 loops. Drop your color A to the back and continue to crochet to your next stitch marker. Crochet over the tail from your color B. In the second stitch marker, color change to color C. Repeat what we did for the first stitch marker. Pick up the new color before we pull through the last 2 loops. Drop the old color to the back and crochet over the tail of the new color. Once you get to your third stitch marker, go ahead and repeat the color change method that we did for the first two stitch markers, changing our color to our last color, color D. Continue to crochet to the end of the row. Once you're done with your row 1, go ahead and turn your work around. Here's a tip. Be mindful of your yarn. In between turning your work, be sure to untangle and wind those loose strands to prevent your yarn from tangling. Row 2. Continue to crochet with the color you ended with in the previous row. Row 2 is a double crochet row. We will not be doing the traditional chain 3 at the beginning. Instead, single crochet into the first stitch. Then crochet into left front bar. This will count as the first double crochet. Do this for every double crochet row. Continue to double crochet into the same color stitches. Color change in the same way we did in the previous row. Continue to double crochet into the last stitch of the color and pull through with the new color in the last 2 loops. Drop the old color to the back. You will notice a strand in the front. Double crochet under that strand and into the top of the next stitch. Continue to crochet to the next color change. Color change in the same method we used in the previous color change. Continue to double crochet until the next color change. Repeat what we did with the previous color changes. Crochet same color stitches into the previous row. Repeat the row pattern for the rest of the blanket. Continue to color change in the same method we used in the previous color change. Continue to double crochet until the end of the row. Row 3 is going to be a single crochet row. Go ahead and chain 1 and single crochet into the first stitch of the row. Chain 1 does not count as a single crochet. Continue to single crochet for the rest of the row. Repeat the same color changing method we used in the previous rows. Repeat row 1 through 3 for the rest of the blanket. Continue to crochet until you have a total of 126 rows. Fasten off your project and you're done. Optional, add a border or fringe to your blanket once you're done. And now you'll be ready for the beach. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Makers keep making. See you next video.